So date number 2. So my date was on Sunday. Sunday evening, I texted him, thank you for a lovely date. He texted me back, a couple rounds back and forth. And Monday morning, I heard nothing. By 5 p.m., I sent him a text. I said, busy day? And he answered immediately and said, oh, yes, it really was. I'll call you later. And then nothing. Tuesday afternoon, I sent him a message. I said, so second date or nice to meet you, see you later, because
the issues of dating in 2023. I thought black women had it bad, but you're going to see a series of white women who have it just as bad. Coming up next. Welcome to Rewind, my new online digital platform. Before we go any further, I want you to do one thing. I want you to help this channel to grow by hitting that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for future notifications. That way you are notified when a video comes out each and every week. Don't forget to check out my new hit novel, The Third Rail. The Third Rail, available on Amazon.com. The link is in the description below. Online dating in today's industry will never be the same. Online dating can get you killed. Be careful who you meet online. Read my hit suspense novel, The Third Rail. Link is in the description below. And stay to the end and find out the number one reason plaguing modern women in dating today. In the past, I was talking about how women have it bad when it comes to dating, how women still don't get the message, how women do not read the memo when it comes to dating, especially in 2023 in today's area. I always talked about mainly black women because black women on the totem pole in terms of dating apps are at the bottom. Why are black women the least desired? Are they too masculine, too bossy? Are they not submissive enough like other women? But now you're going to see a bunch of white women who have it just as bad. Let's roll this clip of this woman who goes on a date and gets ghosted.
So date number 2. So my date was on Sunday. Sunday evening, I texted him, thank you for a lovely date. He texted me back, a couple rounds back and forth. And Monday morning, I heard nothing. By 5 p.m., I sent him a text. I said, busy day? And he answered immediately and said, oh, yes, it really was. I'll call you later. And then nothing. Tuesday afternoon, I sent him a message. I said, so second date or nice to meet you, see you later, because the silence is confusing. Of course, he never answered that either. You never, ever can tell. I thought the date went really well.
Like I said, dating nowadays, especially over the age of 50, is a little bit more trifling, a little bit more, not dangerous, but it's not as fun as it used to be. In certain situations, it can be a little dangerous, but it's different when you're over the age of 50 as opposed to dating in your 20s. You got women that literally hit the wall. You got women who have kids. You have women that are overweight. It comes with the baggage of being married for many years and now being older. Men are looking for what kind of women? They're looking for women that's younger. Even if you're not younger, at least look young, look presentable, take care of your body. If you're over the age of 50 and you're over the size of 18 and you look like HELL, more than likely, men are going to swipe left on your profile. More than likely, when you go on that first date, men are going to ghost you. Thing is, look presentable. Look like you're out there on the market. No. When I say out there on the market, I don't mean sexually, but say for argument's sake, you're looking for a new car. You're not going to look for some hoopty. You're going to look at a car that looks nice. The body is nice. The body's no dents. There's no cracks in these chassis. You're going to look for something that looks nice, that looks decent. If a car is older, you might see a few scratches. You may see a few dents. But if the overall body is decent looking and it runs nice, more than likely, you're going to buy that used car. Most of you women are used. Most of your body are used. Look at your body. If you don't believe me, take a look in the mirror right now, you women, over the age of 50. Do you look the same way you did in your 20s? Did you look the same way as you did in your 30s? More than likely not. And don't get me wrong, a lot of men don't either. But when you put yourself out there on the market, on the dating scene, look presentable. You're not going to look 19. That's fine. You're not going to look like you're 29. Guess what? That's fine. But look decent enough that when you walk down the street, brothers are going to be hollering at you. Look decent enough that when you walk down the street, you're at a beach, you're at the supermarket, or wherever, people are staring at you because you look a certain way. There's a reason why J-Lo gets a lot of hits. There's a reason why J-Lo gets a lot of looks. The reason why Janet Jackson gets a lot of looks. These are women over the age of 50, and they get a lot of looks and a lot of hits because of the way they take care of themselves. Women, when you're out there in the dating market, if you're out there looking for a man, make sure your chassis is up to point.
The other night, and I was explaining to her what the movement was about. She had never heard of it. And, after I gave her the explanation of why men are leaving westernized countries to find wives elsewhere, or even love elsewhere, or dating elsewhere, she said, oh my God, I have a friend, her son is doing that very thing.
Are you serious?
And basically having the best time of his life. He is dating the most beautiful, wonderful women that treat him the way women used to treat men.
Now we're going back to Passport Bros. When I first started the channel, I was going a little bit on Passport Bros, and it started blowing up, and I started sticking with the concept of Passport Bros. But there are still people out there that still don't know what a Passport Bro is. These are men that are finding love, women, relationships overseas. The Dominican Republic, Thailand, Japan, the Philippines, the Caribbean, even on the African continent. These are men that are going overseas because they're tired of westernized women. They're tired of the women here in the West that are not fit. Talk about fitness before, that are not friendly and that are not feminine. Women today are boss chicks. They want to do things their own way. They want to be independent. There's nothing wrong with independence. I love an independent woman. But when you're too independent and you don't think you need a man and you're lonely and you're by yourself, there's a reason why you're lonely and by yourself. So many people say, but a lot of men are lonely and by themselves. The difference with a man being lonely and a woman being lonely, there's a big difference. A man could be by himself and still function because he would still go to work. He will still have hobbies, something that women don't have. He still finds something to do. He can also go to a club and find a woman. He can also go dating, and he can date multiple women and don't think nothing of it. And that's the reason why he's single, because he's not tied down. Now, let's look at the flip side. When a woman is single, she's not going to go out and date multiple men because she's considered a 304. Print the word, or should I say, type the word 304 in the calculator. Turn it upside down. What word do you get? And women don't want to be labeled as that type of woman, the 304s. Another thing, when a woman is dating, She likes to date and stay with one man. She likes to be committed because women are emotional creatures. Men are physical creatures. That's the difference between men and women. Women being emotional, they want that connection. They want to be held at night. They want to be comforted at night. They want to feel secure at night. Men don't care about being comforted and being secure at night because men and women are inherently different. See the reason why a man can be alone and by himself as opposed to a woman being alone and by herself. So with the passport bro movement growing exponentially, going out of the stratosphere, you're seeing what? More and more lonely, westernized women.
Women, I know I'm not alone in this. Because here I am, 54 years old, single, right? And yeah, we all have the tools in our drawers, but you drink, you get horny. You smoke weed, you get horny. And then, yeah, you could go hook up with some guy, but then you really want the connection because it's so much better. And even sober sex is so much better than being drunk. And it's like, it's like we're just screwed. And I just hate that we can't just be like, I know some women can, and more power to you women that can. And I wish I could just go pick up a guy and get laid and have it just be great. And yeah, see ya. Or find a great friends with benefits that just doesn't stress you out and doesn't want more than what you can give, but is a friend and it's cool. God damn it. I hate being single at 54 sometimes.
And last but not least, women are sexually frustrated. Because like I said before, a woman does not want to be a 3 or 4. She does not want to be labeled as a 3 or 4. She want to be somebody that she can say, I'm Mrs. Smith. I'm Mrs. Jones. I'm Mrs. Ravenel, whatever the name is. She want to be known. She don't want to be known as somebody that's out there in the streets, partying, drinking, hanging out with this guy, hanging out with that guy, because there's certain labels that she's going to have as a woman. The double standard is a man can do these things and not be labeled, but a woman will be labeled. So women, if they're not going to go that route, they're going to have sexual frustration. Women are sexually frustrated in today's day and age. They can have their toys, but is that toy going to hug you at night? They may have other things, even a doll. I've seen women with sexual male dolls. Is that doll going to caress you at night? Is that doll, say his name is Hank, Big Hank. Is Big Hank going to secure you at night? Is going to keep you safe at night? Is Big Hank going to satisfy you emotionally? Since women are what kind of creatures? Emotional creatures. Women are sexually frustrated. You ever go to work and you deal with a woman and she's always mad and miserable? Every single morning, you're at the water cooler, you're drinking your water, or you're at the coffee machine having coffee. There's always that one woman who is angry and miserable every time something happens. The little things happen, she's angry and she's miserable. Why? Because she's sexually frustrated. You ever notice those are the women who don't have a man? Those are the women who live by themselves. Those are the women on the Friday night don't go out on dates. You ever notice those women? Those are sexually frustrated women. And when they finally get a man, finally, you notice they come to work smiling. They're full of joy. They say hello to everybody. They even say, you know what? I'll take on that task. Sit down and relax. Because now that sexual frustration is out. You don't hear men being sexually frustrated. You may hear men being horny. But sexually frustrated? No, that's women. Women today are more sexually frustrated because women today are single than ever before. Put in comments what women need to do to stop being single. What women need to do to stop being sexually frustrated. Put down in comments what women need to do just to get a man. Ladies, gentlemen, you want an unfiltered analysis of videos just like this one. Help this channel to grow by hitting that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for future notifications. That way you are notified when the video comes out each and every week. Leave a comment, share the video, and let's get the conversation started. You're watching Rewind.